What's up, Lethal Team? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going over the box and one zone defense. Alright, as you can see, T-Will, Capone, myself, and RDH Hawk reformed the box, and Dynasty is what's known as the chaser. In this defense, Dynasty is the only person really with a man-to-man role, which kind of switches just because we're all the same size. If this was real life, his job would just be to chase around their primary playmaker or scorer all game. But this defense is a gambling defense. Alright, it's designed to get a lot of steals. It's kind of weak on the boards. Alright, but that's why we put Capone and T-Will back there, because they're some of our better rebounders. But it's weak on the boards. That's a weakness. But the turnovers you can force out of it, and the fact that you can keep that one person from killing us all game, makes it worth playing. In today's video, starting with the left, you got T-Will. Dynasty's right next to him. Lucky Capone, who this will be his first time playing with us in kind of a comp scenario. RDH Hawk, who's back on the team, and myself at point guard. As of right now, this is my best five. This is who I plan on taking with into NBA 2K21. And in today's video, Dynasty is using this two-way finisher for defensive purposes. I prefer his rebound and wing for offense, but for the sake of the video, since it is a defensive video, this is like the best lineup I could come up with at the point in time. Alright, so the thing about this defense, it requires communication every time we set it up. Alright, it's not any particular zone that somebody has to go to. This is why we're all the same size and able to switch and everything. It's just a matter of recognizing what the offense is coming down in, where you need to be at on the floor to set up the box, and then everybody maintaining their responsibilities so we can come up with either a turnover or a rebound and get out on the break and score. Alright, one key thing to note, you cannot set up a box and one defense if you did not score. Alright, because what's going to happen is you trying to run back to your zone, and the other team on a fast break, they're either going to get a wide open dunk or a wide open three. Alright, so you can only set this up after a score. Now, the first video, we're going to go against a team that isn't as good, and then the second game is going to be that comp team that I was telling you that Capone got to experience for the first time. When we get into more comp play, it does get a little bit more treacherous, just due to the fact that everybody's trying to win. You know, I like to see that emotion from people. It lets me know that they're engaged and they want to win. So even if we lose a close one and we yelling and screaming at each other, that's what you want from a team, because that means they want to get better at whatever it is that we're doing. So starting off with the first clip, like I said, this first team, you're going to see a bunch of afros or whatever, but that's besides the point. They're not as... They kind of exploited the box and one pretty well starting off. But it's more so because we missed shots. Alright, so starting off, we started off with a 3. Point guard's going to come down, freeze it here. As you can see, me, T-Will, Lucky, and RDH Hawk are setting up the box. RDH Hawk's job in this particular situation is to bumps the red-haired guy, which is number 17. Bump him as he passes through and get to the middle. Lucky Capone, your job is to pick him up. RDH Hawk will then go to the corner. Dynasty, your job is to just pressure the ball. It's not to try to get a steal. It's not to foul. Your job is to pressure the ball. Currently, right now, I'm what you call no man's land. Alright, this is where you don't want to be, especially if you're on the back line where T-Will and Capone is. Alright, only reason why I'm in this position is because the guy taking the ball hasn't came down the court yet, and I don't know where he's going to sit. But when you don't bump this guy and he gets a free release to the middle and Capone has to choose between the paint and the three-point line, something eventually is going to open up on the offensive end, especially our offensive rebound. So as we roll the play, the point guard is going to come down, which, like I say, more than likely the most talented guy. He's going to come pro hot. The ball gets to the corner, freeze it here. Now, it is a gambling defense, which you saw T. Will get the tip. But at this current point in time, you notice two things. The paint is wide open with the center, and the redhead guy that you see at the top right of the screen is rotating over to that wide open wing spot where RDH Hulk is supposed to be. Now, for either dynasty, your job is to show, and honestly, since we are able to switch, sometimes your job is going to be to stay. Alright, so in this particular case, either dynasty who chased the point guard down could have stayed with the center and showed, which would have gave me time to get down to him, which would have pushed RDH Hulk over to protect that three-pointer. Or he could have stayed, in which case I would have came up and picked up the point guard, and RDH Hulk would have been over there for the to stop the three. But since neither one of those things happened, and you got two things wide open, all the person with the ball has to do is make a decision. Alright, he's either going to kick it to this wide open center, or he's going to kick it for this wide open three. They take the wide open three. Alright, coming down again, freeze it here. This time we're in a more appropriate position in the box and one. Alright, both the corners or the back line of defense are both guarding something. RDH Hulk is in a better position to bump 17. And Dynasty is doing a good job of forcing the point guard, you know, whichever way he wants to force him, just putting pressure on him. Alright. If I'm going to give up something in this particular defense, it's either going to be a leaning mid-range or a contested mid-range or a contested layup. Alright. I want to eliminate as many threes as possible. However, because this is a gambling defense, sometimes you're going to gamble for the three and not get in, they're going to knock it down. That's the risk you take by running this defense. Those are the weaknesses. And like I said, the offensive rebounds, of course, is a weakness. Alright. But the strengths outweigh the weaknesses, in my opinion, because the ability to get out there and create passing lane opportunities and get out on the break for easy points outweigh all the negative things. So as you roll through this play, T. Will does a great job of picking up 17. As you see now, RDH Hulk is fulfilling his responsibilities by going to pick up the corner. Now, even though Dynasty got beat, guess what? A lot of things are happening right now. The point guard has to make a decision. He sees Lucky Capone in front of him. Lucky's in position to stop him. And if the point guard continues, I'm going to shoot out to the corner to pick up Lucky's man so Lucky can protect the rim. Also, with the point guard cutting right down, T. Will is already underneath the basket. So in which case now Lucky can fulfill his responsibility and take away the corner. I'm in position for a chase down block. T. Will's in position to contest. And Dynasty is in position to box out the big man, which is critical. Alright. Because this is a gambling defense and because they put so much pressure on the point guard, it makes it easier for everybody else to be in position to take to get the passing lane steal. RDH Hulk, since he did the right thing by picking up the corner, he's in position when the point guard tries to just kick it out to pick the pass off, get out on the break, and get us an easy bucket. So, after we knock down this open jumper here, as you can tell, we had a pretty rough first quarter. We're going to set it up again. Now, this was the first time of Lucky running it. As you can see him in the bottom left corner. He's in what now I call no man's land. He's not guarding nothing. Alright? When you do this in basketball, whether it's in real life or a video game, more than likely the other team is going to score. Alright? Whether it be because people end up scrambling too much and they give up a wide open layup, or because you overplay something and you end up giving a wide open three. No matter what, when somebody's playing in no man's land, typically you're going to give up a good shot. Alright? Now the thing is, if you're caught in no man's land like this and you don't know what to do, you better not be the one to give up a rebound. If you're guarding nothing and something is wide open, if a team takes a wide open shot, there's no way they should get the offensive rebound with it. Alright, that's a recipe for disaster. So as we go ahead and roll the clip right here in a second, you'll notice a couple of things happen. Capone has to make a decision on what he wants to pick up since he's guarding nothing. And as they pass through, you're going to notice they get a wide open shot. Now, like I said, if you're not going to get the be in the right spot, the least thing you can do is get the rebound, which Capone did. So, Freezer here, this is another look. Right now, the center is in the middle. This is still box and one. You see us four forming the box. Dynasty is guarding the point guard. At this point, it's a lot of AIs. They kind of quit out for no reason. But the defense was starting to get to them right before they left. As you can see, we started edging them out. We were starting to knock down our open shots. So that's all it was, to be honest. We was missing wide open shots. We started to knock those down. The defense got better. What you'll notice in this particular box and one, T-Will, who's in the bottom right of your screen, or I guess top right if you look at, depending on how you look at it, he's going to come up and pick up the center. When he does that, it makes it easier for me to play number 47. Reggie is in position to guard 17, and Lucky Capone is in the corner. Now, like I said, the only thing I'm willing to give up in this particular defense is a lean in mid-range, contested mid-range, contested layup. Alright, if you get dunked on, so what? As long as you was in the right spot, that's all I care about. So T-Will did a great job of picking it up. They rolled through the middle, and he was in position to at least contest the shot. Now, this is the end result of the game. We won 93-75. Let's move on. Now, this is more so a comp pro-am team, even though we're in the rec. This team knew exactly what they were doing. But the thing I was pleased with the most is that our box and one gave them trouble, especially for the first quarter. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So starting off, after we knock down the three, we're immediately going to set up into the box and one. Alright, go ahead, freeze it here. Again, T-Will, as you see him starting to creep up, is doing the right thing because there's nobody in the zone. Now, Lucky Capone, on the other hand, who's getting used to the defense and how we play, is stuck in what we call no man's land again. Alright? His job right now, he probably wants to be closer to the free throw line, and as you know, as the offense gets down the court, it makes it clearer on where to stand at. The thing about this box, you have to be in position for takeaways, passing lane steals, things like that. And it all starts with the pressure that that Dynasty is able to put on their primary playmaker. Alright? As Dynasty do a good job of not reaching, not fouling, just staying in front, making it difficult for that player to move, it makes it easier for us to get into position, and it also helps our Dynasty to be able to stay in the game longer without having to worry about fouls at the end of the game. So as this point guard is getting pressure the whole time, and as you see, our box should start to close in a little bit as the people come down the court, Dynasty's in position to get bumped, get the steal, get out on the break, and get us an easy bucket. So at this point, the whole first quarter, we played this beautifully. Here's a situation where confusion happens. Alright, Lucky Capone, who I'm guessing at this point in time is supposed to be on the bottom right. RDH Hawk is supposed to be in that top wing. But they're confused right now. RDH Hawk does not know whether he's supposed to be guarding this back wing because nobody's there, or whether he's supposed to be checking the center who's in the middle of the floor. Alright? When confusion happens, it's easy to break down the defense eventually, and the team is going to get a pretty open, uncontested look. Alright, what's supposed to happen is RDH Hawk is supposed to be checking the center. As the center rolls down the paint, Lucky would have picked him up, and RDH Hawk would have then went to the corner. But since that didn't happen, what you're going to see is that corner is going to be wide open for some point in time. And when you gamble in that corner, it just makes it easier for that person when he gets the ball to make a decision whether he's going to shoot a wide open jump shot or whether he's going to take it to the rim. But either way, it's going to be open. So as we go ahead and roll through the play, Capone is still trying to figure out where he needs to be. Now he kind of felt the responsibility, and now he's still trying to search it for where he needs to be at on defense. As you can tell, the whole time, this right corner is wide open. Why? Because nobody got to the zone that they were supposed to be in. Communication would have saved them time. Either RDH Hawk should have said just switch and take the top and he'll take the bottom, which would have not let this corner be wide open. Or Capone could have fulfilled his responsibility starting out, and that would eliminate this corner being wide open. We're not concerned with the center because the center is not a shooter. But as you can see, this sharpshooter who's wide open in the corner right here, we're dangerously concerned with. If we give up threes in this defense and we didn't have a chance to gamble for a passing lane or anything, if they get an open uncontested threes, that means somebody was not where they were supposed to be once the defense was fully set. Alright? So we're going to go ahead and roll to the play. The ball is going to get kicked to the corner to this wide open sharpshooter, and he's going to decide to take it to the rim. So right there, he could have shot, goes in for the easy wide open layup. Alright? So again, we did do a great job in the first quarter, but like I said, they're a Comp Pro-Am team. They were going to make it difficult, and they actually made us get out of the box and won. Why? Because of things like this. Again, Lucky Capone, instead of staying by that free throw line area, because nobody's back there in that zone that he's running to, he's caught in what you call no man's land. Alright? When we get into more comp play, the little things is always what makes the difference, in my opinion. Whether you can edge a team out or whether they edge you out by a couple of points. At the end of the day, it's about getting a win and making it as easy as possible. Yeah, I'm listening to Pandora at the time. So, the point guard is going to dribble down the court. Capone is what you call, like I said, he's caught in what you call no man's land. The point guard is going to dribble down. And when you catch somebody in no man's land, like I said, it's easy to make a decision. It just makes it easier. T. Will, right now, he's going to be caught in between trying to pick up the corner or pick up the person rolling to the middle, and I'm stuck because I'm stuck between the center and number 5 who's in the middle. So as the point guard comes down, freeze it again. RDH Hawk, who right now is supposed to be guarding 36, and me, who's supposed to be guarding number 5, both of us are out of position. Since Capone did not fulfill his role, now he's capable of picking up the corner, yes, but I'm giving up a wide open 3 to number 5. Reggie is reacting to the zone he's supposed to be in, and right now the point guard is in the zone, so he's pretty much double teaming with Dynasty to stop the point guard. What's going to happen in this particular situation is the point guard has options. The center, number 36, can roll down the paint wide open. If I follow him, then number 5 is wide open. And he can also pass it to the corner, which again is wide open because nobody ever picked up that zone. That many options is a recipe for disaster, which is why this team came back. It made it hell for us at the end of the game. If we did what we were supposed to do, I should be guarding number 5. RDH Hawk should be guarding number 36, and Dynasty would have still been on the point guard. And we would have prevented this wide open 3 ball. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the end of the game, the last couple of minutes. Because like I said, it was a very competitive game. And I'll catch y'all at the end of this to share with y'all the results. Hey, let me die on those shit. It's up to me. That just means let me go through the screen.
So,
that hurt.
You got the belt. You have belt out on at all?
Nope.
Man, a two-way finish.
Put on bronze. Well, you put on bronze, at least, the very minimum. That's why I have mine on. You know, I don't belt out too often.
Oh man.
I need you, Lucky. Gotta switch on those.
Yeah. That was a deep shot.
Yeah, they hit those.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I don't think I would have even came out for that one.
Round 1. Creep up a little bit, Dynasty.
Too fast.
Oh, oh, he got that shit.
Fuck. Fuck.
Damn, I ain't know you shooting it, bro. I ain't even know about it.
I find it. It's in the bed somewhere, I guess.
Round one,
Look-
gotta be
look underneath
patient.
your pillows, baby. I don't know.
Wait, good.
It's probably over here somewhere then. Is it on the floor? It's right there. Lay it on the floor. Go right over it 100 times.
Why I go so slow?
Give it to mommy.
Because of him? I don't know what he got. He probably got Rim Protector Hall of Fame, bro.
How many needs to stop? So listen, gotta clap.
There we go.
Just hold it.
Whatever you need.
I gotta go top somewhere.
Get out, get out. Ball game. Oh!
You got pass or something? You probably not in here.
I didn't want to shoot that. That was a little deep.
I thought that was last time.
Yeah, my kids is here, but that was a little too deep for me. Now right here.
Just hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it.
Get it, Dynasty.
Damn it. Oh.
Man, we had no option, even if we held.
Nah,
it,
I was wide.
back.
I was wide open. You could have passed it back on that one. I was wide open.
Well, he had the first shot, we didn't take it.
We need to stop.
Even the second shot, it was wide open.
Hey,
And I was a little closer because last time, like I said, I was.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Yes.
Get the ball! Why you call
I
timeout?
thought he was about to go out of bounds.
I ain't know what was gonna happen.
No, Reggie, stay there, Reggie. Go back.
All the way
Oh,
back.
shit.
There we go.
And Terrence would pass it in like that.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for watching the video. That's the end of the Boxing 1 tutorial. I'll probably make an offensive video next. It's been lethal. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.